I'm Glenn McQueenie, broker-owner of Keller Williams Referred Realty. And on behalf of all of our KW associates, I've really put together a special report on what I think is going on in the real estate market. So what we're seeing right now is prices rising. They're up almost 9% year over year. Historically, prices rise about 4%, so we're kind of above the historic normal right now. The other thing is that the listing volume is down 27%. So what's happening is, we're seeing a lot of properties sell on multiple offers, which is great. If you're a seller, you're going to get some extra money right now. But what really concerns me, and the reason we're doing this report, is we've really seen a drop in sales volume. Now, if you think about most economic cycles, when you come out of a recession, the volume kicks up and then prices are about the same. Then volume gets higher and then people start to increase their prices. Every industry or the stock market, stock prices go up or real estate prices go up. They all follow the same type of cycle. As you get to the top of the cycle, volume is really high, but prices start to go sideways. And then the next phase is that prices are still high, but the volume drops. And I think that's what I'm really talking about right now. It seems like we're almost at that tipping point right now where there could be maybe a correction in the real estate market. The second thing, or the second threat on the horizon right now, is that interest rates are going up probably 2 to 2.5%. So I don't know about your family, but most families don't have a whole lot of money left at the end of the month. Like most people are just living paycheck to paycheck. So if we have inflation going up 2%, but that doesn't include fuel or food, which is kind of silly. So let's say inflation could be 7 or 8%. So you're kind of losing 7 to 8 cents on every dollar that you make right now. Plus we have interest rates maybe potentially rising, but even if they don't, governments seem to increasingly want to be increasing taxes, so your take home's less and less. Our research seems to indicate that rates are probably up 2 to 2.5% in the next 12 months. So we got higher inflation, potentially higher taxes, and higher mortgage carrying costs, where people really don't have much extra money. So what should you do about that right now? Like I don't want to panic you by any means. I just really wanted to do this video to kind of know that you probably have 5 options. Number one is if you're living in a large home right now and you're thinking about downsizing, I would probably do it in the next 2 to 4 months. Rates are probably going to be fairly stable. Prices rise in the next 2 to 6 months. Consider moving to a smaller home, take the money, bank it, invest it, go live a better life, whatever you want to do. But really, if your house is too big, you might want to get out. Number two, if you're a first-time buyer or you're thinking about buying a home, you might go in the next 2 to 4 months. And I'm not trying to be self-serving when I say this right now, but you want to buy when rates are fairly low and you can lock in. So you can wait for prices to fall, but prices historically fall when interest rates go up very, very dramatically. So you can kind of have the best of both worlds right now, but only if you're planning on being in that house for the next 5 years. And for sure, if you're moving to the 10 to 15-year home or the 25-year home. If you've been watching a lot of those HD TV shows and you're thinking about flipping a property, buying that type of thing, I'm going to kind of caution against it right now. If you buy something now and flip it in 4 months, yeah, great. But a lot of flips, by the time you get it, reno them, do the reno, it's 10 to 12 months out. I'm not so sure where the market's going to be. So I'm going to say don't do the flips if you can't get out with under 6 months. The fourth is buy an investment property. Pretty good right now because interest rates are very low. You can lock in for a 5-year term, and remember that rents always rise. A lot of people are a bit hesitant about buying investment properties. They've heard horror stories about being landlords. But I have to tell you right now, after owning many themselves and helping many other people buy, just like your agent does, it's a myth. There's probably 200,000 investment properties and maybe 1,000 come on every year. So get into investment properties, pretty good plan. And fifth, if you don't want to do any of the above, please consider, if you're in a variable rate mortgage, which means you're floating with prime rate right now, consider switching that to a fixed term. Lock in at 5 years at 3.7%. You'll be so happy you saw this message when rates do go up. So, Glenn McQueenie, broker-owner Keller Williams, thank you for joining me. Thank you for working with us. Thanks for working for all our associates, and have a great day.